Hello, Mr. Hominoid. How are we all going? I'm still up here around the up around home. Yeah, I still call Murwillumbah home, people. You see this video? Everybody recognise it? Saving Hastings Point, environmental. Now, I went to a meeting today over there in Murwillumbah today about the corruption in Tweed City Council. And a couple of people there didn't know who it was, and they thought I was just a Sydneyite. Well, this is my family 13 years ago taking on Tweed City Council and the Environmental Commission. 13 years ago. So just let those people know that we're at the Murwillumbah Showgrounds today with their little rally. If they're watching this and they can pass this around to their friends, like, share and subscribe to Mr. Hominoid. I told Mr. Hominoid on YouTube, and a few people said, oh, shut up, we want to sit here and talk about the corruption in Tweed City Council. Well, guess what? You shut up. Now you listen. We took on Tweed City Council 13 years ago against the corruption back then. It's never ever changed and never ever will. When you put people in power who aren't used to having power, they get this psycho bloody bullshit in their brain, and they think they're top doo-doo poo-poos, right? They think they're top poo-poo, right? So that's what this is the video my family made 13 years ago. Right? Now, I'm not going to say brother, sister, or whatever. My family relatives made that video. So you want to go down and see what I'm like about saving the Murwillumbah rubber line and Stoker siding and, Burring Bar and all the way down to Crabs Creek. Yeah, well, this family's always, we love our little Great Northern Rivers. Now I'm going to show you another video I made 12 months ago. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Hastings Point. First time in 45 years. Mr. Hominoid. There you go. To the people that were at the meeting at the Murwillumbah Showgrounds today. I used to live there. Hastings Point. And you say, oh, yeah, big whoop. Well, big whoop too to those rude people who said to me, yeah, big whoop. You do YouTube. I've had more interest in the Byron Bay, Hastings Point, Murwillumbah, Tweed River area for the last 50 odd years. So there you go. I even made a video on Hastings Point. First time in 45 years going down the beach, because all I did was work my butt off and go all around the east coast of Australia to help other societies, like other people in their residential areas, get back their trains and whatever else, and provide service to disabled people and cripples and deaf and blind people. And I built the Olympics, wheelchair cabs. I designed the wheelchair cabs for the 2000 Olympics. That's right. I designed the wheelchairs for the 2000 Olympic Games, me alone. So not alone, one other guy. And we have brand new black Mercedes-Benzes. That's what Mercedes-Benz offered us. And that's what we built for our country, Australia, to represent us at the Olympic Games during the Paralympics, because they showed off the black Mercedes taxis. But nobody ever said, oh, who built it, and said my name. No, nothing was ever said about me. All I got was one letter back from the Minister of Transport, Mr. Carl Scully, right? Labor Party Transport Minister at the time. And he said, thank you very much for the great job you did. But I was never ever mentioned during or after the Olympic Games that I designed those wheelchair cabs. So those people at the Murwillumbah Showgrounds today, stick that right up your snout, the ones that thought, I'll get off. All we want to hear about is fighting corruption. That's all I've been doing for the last 40 years of my life, is fighting corruption. But you're too impatient to listen. So you either stick together and then you beat the corruption, or, like as they say, divided you fall, right? You'll lose the battle. So pull your head out of your backsides, keep your filthy mouth shut, and listen, right? I've been doing this for 40 years. And you think, oh, what was that quote one woman said to me at my Murwillumbah Showgrounds meeting today? Oh, we're not here for a history lesson. Listen, Dumbo, if you don't listen to a history lesson, if you don't learn your history, how can you plan your future? Because you've learned your lessons by your mistakes, which is history. So if you don't learn your mistakes by the history that you've been through and the world's been through, you're going to make the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again. So that's why you're going to learn your history so you don't make the same mistake twice. Yeah, so don't think Mr. Hominoid's got nothing to do with Hastings Point or Tweed Heads, Murwillumbah and Tweed City Council. I've been on their back for years to that dumb woman and a few other loudmouths. But anyway, if you all want to fight and bicker yourself, the corruption people are going to win because you can't sit there and work together. And as the lady said to me who was blind, oh, they're just rude bastards. They're just rude people. So there you go. So now I'm letting rip on the people that I was invited to go visit, and then these other rude people decided to stick their nose in and wanted to be rude. And you wonder why people don't want to help you. And then you say, oh, nobody helps us to beat all the corruption. Well, you've got to keep your mouth shut. Let people talk. Then, if you learn, then you learn to understand. Right? See you later. From Mr. Hominoid, mrhominoid@gmail.com. Send me an email if you like. But to all those other people that took down my phone number and quite happily talk to me, I will help you all the time. All the time. From Mr. Hominoid, thank you and good night. And I had a great time. I love coming home. See ya.